Hey carpet cleaners, John here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the recent fuel price increase and how you guys can deal with it inside your carpet cleaning business. If you've never heard of me before, my name's John Williams. I run a company called AGB, or Ads Grow Business. We specialize in one industry and one industry only, the carpet cleaning industry, and we specialize in one thing only, getting carpet cleaning businesses like yours booked out with jobs on autopilot using our specialist digital marketing program. I'm on a personal mission to try and help as many carpet cleaning businesses as possible, not just survive but thrive, whether that's through working with us on a one-on-one basis or through this YouTube channel. So let's dive right in. How to cope with the increase in fuel prices and limit the damage to your carpet cleaning business. Let's dive right into this training. So fuel prices are going up. It's scary. I'm seeing it in all the Facebook groups for carpet cleaners. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's panicking and everyone's freaking out. And you're obviously worried that you're going to have to put your prices up and then no one's going to be able to afford you because you cost too much. So I want to really talk about this right now and just kind of give you guys a little bit of reassurance and just show you some kind of practical hints, tips and ways of dealing with this and kind of thinking about it, which I think is going to make you sleep a little bit better at night. So let's take a look. So first of all, try not to worry so much. I have every belief that the fuel prices will fall back into line shortly. Just hang in there. Like all the things in the world, there's times when things, the economy hits some kind of crisis. Typically it's temporary, but normally after a little while, things kind of even themselves back out and everything kind of falls back into line. And I kind of think that that's what's going to happen here. So in the first instance, don't panic, just hang in there. I'm sure it's all going to kind of sort itself out in due course. Second of all, if you do the right math, you won't have to increase your prices by that much to cover the additional overhead, and you won't be scaring your customers away because you've had to put your prices up so much. Honestly, when you actually sit down and work it out, the additional that you might need to charge to kind of cover this expense, it's really not that much, and I want to break that down in this kind of video right now. So let's say I saw a post that a guy was saying it's costing him an extra $30 to fill his truck up with petrol. It's costing him $30 more than it used to. So let's say on a tank of fuel, you can do 8 jobs before you need to fill up again. So if we divide $30 by 8 jobs, it's going to tell you, how much you need to increase your price per job to cover that overhead. So I've done that. 30 divided by 8 is just $3.75. So all you would need to do is to add on $3.75 to your prices. It's not going to be a deal breaker for your customers. It's not going to be the end of the world. You're not going to lose all your customers. We're talking about a small amount. It's really not too bad. So figure out how many jobs that you can do on a tank of fuel. So, you fill up on a Monday morning, tank of fuel lasts you till Tuesday lunchtime, whatever it is. How many jobs do you do in that period of time from when you filled up to when you're empty? Divide that by the additional cost of fuel and you will get the number that you need to increase your pricing by on each job. And as I pointed out here, it's really not that much. So don't freak out. It's not too bad. To be honest, and this is just a thought, something to throw out there, if you have a successful, super profitable carpet cleaning business or any kind of service-based business that involves driving and gas and fuel, you probably won't really notice it, right? In the example that I've given there, you're losing $3, $4 on your carpet cleaning job. If you're booking, if you're doing 10 $250 jobs a day, what's $4 less off of each job? I appreciate it all mounts up, but it really isn't that much. You should be able, your business, if you scaled it, grew it the right way, and check out all my other videos that cover all of that stuff, there are going to be fluctuation in the economy, in your overheads. Sometimes something gets more expensive, something else can get cheaper. So on and so forth. If you've got a successful business, if it means that, all right, for the next 6 months, on every job, you're going to be $4 worse off, it's not the end of the world. You should still be able to be profitable, make money and be successful. So think about it like that as well. So yeah, just wanted to kind of do this video and just say look, normally these things kind of settle down themselves. So just hang in there, number one. Number two, if you actually figure out how many jobs you do on a tank of fuel and figure out how much extra it's costing you, how how much more expensive it's got, and maybe it's $10, $20, $30, whatever it is, and divide that by how many jobs you do on a tank of fuel, you'll be able to figure out how much extra you need to charge a job. You may find that it's actually, when you actually figure out the numbers, that it's actually not that bad, not even worth raising your prices for. And if you do decide to raise your prices, that actually you don't need to raise them by that much, and hopefully it won't scare off your customers and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you could even cover it as like actually put in there, like you could have your pricing, you know, whatever it is, $150, 3 rooms of carpet cleaning, whatever your offer is, cool. And then when you're talking to the customer on the phone, it'd be like, yeah, it's going to be $150 plus, just to kind of let you know, due to the increase in fuel costs at the minute, as you know, as you will have seen on the news, Linda, there's going to be just a $3 service charge just to cover the additional fuel costs that are going on right now due to the fuel crisis. And I'll guarantee a lot of the times, oh, it's just $3 or just $4 extra. That's fine. No worries. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's crazy, right? The fuel's gone up. It's nuts. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. So you could still advertise your original pricing, and the fuel tax or the surcharge to cover the fuel increase could be like in the small print. And it could be, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to advertising, marketing and sales, it's all about getting your foot in the door and getting people on the phone. Once you've got them on the phone, once you're speaking to somebody, whether that's in Messenger, whether that's literally on the phone or an email or whatever it is, once you've got their attention, you can then angle and use sales skills to get that person on the schedule, you know, regardless of fuel costs and stuff like that. You know, you could advertise it, like I say, your usual prices that have worked, the price points that's working for you currently. When you speak to that person on the phone or you send them a message or an email, just explain to them, yes, the 3 rooms of carpet cleaning plus X, Y, and Z is going to come to this amount of money. Plus, just to give you a heads up, there's going to be a small little service charge to cover the fuel crisis. Right now, it's going to be $3.75 or whatever it works out to be. I'm sure you'll understand the difficulty service-based businesses are having at the moment. And I guarantee you put it like that, like, so now, like, you haven't increased your prices publicly on your advertising and marketing. They stay the same. But then, you know, before you get to the home, just as you're kind of speaking to them, getting them scheduled in, it's at that point that you actually have that conversation. And I'm sure most people will be fine with it. Maybe it's better to do that than actually increase your prices on your advertising and marketing and have less people clicking on your ads and have your phone ringing less. Maybe just advertise it the same and just have this as like a little surcharge that once you've actually got people on the end of the fishing rod, on the end of the hook, it's at that point that you mention it. And it's not like bait and switch. It's not like you show up at the house and then, you know, you do the work and it's only then. You tell them before you schedule, but maybe you don't put it in your marketing. So you still get the phone ringing just the same, just like you used to. And it's only at that point when you're scheduling them in that you mention it. I guarantee there's going to be some people that are like, oh, you didn't say that in the ad, I'm not interested anymore. But I guarantee most people will sympathize with the fuel crisis and most people will be fine with an extra $3 or $4, right? Like, happy days. So that's kind of how I would handle it. That's kind of my advice. So that's it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when the next video comes out. And if you'd like to find out a little bit more about working with us on a one-on-one basis to take your carpet cleaning business to the next level, then head down into the description of this video where you will find a link to schedule a call. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.